All right, guys, want to show you there's some changes to CalFresh SNAP program in California happening today. Here, check it out.
Tomorrow, new rules kick in that require many who apply for state food assistance to be working. It's a mandate from President Trump's H.R. 1 budget bill, and it has those who supply food and jobs wondering how it's all going to work. John Ramos has the story.
The new work requirements for government food assistance are now coming into effect, and the question remains, with potentially hundreds of thousands of Californians soon to be looking for work, where are all these jobs going to come from? SNAP is the federal food assistance program once known as food stamps. In California, the program is called CalFresh, and these days people get their benefits loaded onto a debit card, which can be used to purchase food at grocery stores. When those benefits are cut or disrupted, the burden for keeping people fed falls on places like the Alameda County Food Bank. And Michael Altfest says that's exactly what they're preparing for now.
Over the course of this coming year, we're expecting somewhere between 20 to 30,000 people having their benefits either eliminated or impacted as a result of this cut. But because of the nuances of the exemptions and all those sorts of things, it's going to be a while before food banks really know what the impact is going to feel like.
The H.R. 1 spending bill requires that people ages 18 to 64 without dependent children under age 14 must participate in qualifying work, volunteer, or training activities for at least 20 hours per week in order to get food assistance. There are some exemptions for students, pregnant women, and those with physical or mental disabilities, but that still leaves a lot of questions.
So does that mean a bunch of 63-year-old people are going to have to go out and find part-time work now in order to maintain their food benefit?
It definitely will mean people who are within those definitions will need to meet those work requirements somehow.
Altfest says everyone is trying to figure out how to quickly expand work or volunteer opportunities for thousands of new job seekers. That's what Michael Bernick did when he headed up the state's Employment Development Department. He thinks the new work requirements could be beneficial, as they were in the 1980s when the old welfare system was overhauled. But he says to be effective, it requires an entire support system to help people with job training and placement.
It's a tough world out there in terms of trying to get a job, but that's why you need this work structure and supports. These work mandates can actually be successful or positive as they were in the welfare to work. But they need to have these other elements that we don't have now.
Bernick believes having people do productive work is beneficial both financially and psychologically. But at this point, no one knows what will happen when thousands of new people get dumped into an already tightening job market.
The main point you bring up is the right one, which is where are these jobs coming from?
Do you have any idea on that?
Well, I think no, because they haven't announced. That's been the big gap so far, so that even those of us who support the rules are concerned that you need this other structure of placement or transitional jobs or some supported work.
Luckily, there is a little time to figure it out. The rules give non-working applicants 3 months of benefits before they are cut off. CalFresh clients must reapply for benefits every year, so they will have 90 days after they reach their reapplication date to find work.
All right, what do you guys think about that? Let me go back to the requirements or the exemptions.
So does that mean a bunch of 63-year-old people are going to have to go out?
Here's the exemptions. I like it because I think you should be drug tested too when you get government assistance because it's all taxpayer money. So you should be able to you should have a job and you should be getting drug tested. But for the 63 and 64-year-olds, I know that's old. Maybe they should do a little restructuring on that. But hey, you got to work if you want these benefits. If not, you should have handled your business. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this. And here's the exemptions: no student, a student, pregnant, unable to work due to physical or mental conditions, exempt from CalFresh work rules, living with a child under 14, an office or refugee resettlement program, an Indian, urban Indian, or California Indian. See, that should be off. Those cats should be Americans, an American, urban American, or Californian. That's crazy how they have other people on it that aren't Americans, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'd like to thank you for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. Thanks.